And we're gonna go.
Stormcast Eternals.
All right. We're gonna start with the.
Start with
Is
it
that the
again.
noble heroes from the box set?
Noble Heroes. No. War Skaven Tide.
Skaven Tide, the
Stormcast
Stormcast
Eternals.
Eternals. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So okay, all right. So we're just gonna give our thoughts on
Yep.
Stormcast.
While it's going.
Yes. They're nice.
Did you play it?
Yep.
Start it.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's play right now. We can just talk
Okay.
over it though.
Yeah, I mean, they're nice. I like they're redoing the new scale. I think they're cool looking models.
Yes. No. They're very cool. I do like that they're taller.
Yeah.
I think that actually helps a
yeah.
lot.
I like that they give you the choice for heads, so you can have the human heads or you can have the old heads.
The helmet heads. Yeah.
The helmet heads.
Yeah.
And you can use the old models. Like, there's no reason you couldn't use the old models.
No,
like,
that's the nice thing. Yes.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
not so
they're
different. They didn't
same
like
enough,
rebase
right? They're
them or
not so
anything.
different. Yeah. They didn't completely change them,
Right.
but these new models are really nice.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just wanted to play Stormcast and you have them already,
Right.
like, you're not like you gotta throw your models away.
Right.
And for the most part, I think you can proxy the other ones with like something.
Yeah,
close
you can proxy it pretty easily.
enough. Yeah.
Some of these maybe, I don't know, like I said, some of the heroes or whatever, but you can wait and get them.
You can probably just pick up the
Separately.
heroes later
Yeah.
on. Yeah, like the Terminos and the blindfold guy. I do like that. But yeah, all right, very cool. Good job, Stormcast. Not offended.
Yeah, just-
GW, you did a good thing this time. You
I mean, it's
gave
a
us-
Stormcast.
Yeah, well, it's Stormcast, but you didn't screw people over.
Right.
Oh.
And I was mentioning the Grimdark, the new Grimdark styling of the Stormcast, I think fits in with the
Oh yes,
mortals.
yes, yeah. Cities of
Cities
Sigmar.
of Sigmar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whereas like the old ones were a little more cartoony, kind of like the Empire
Right.
kind of thing. Yeah. No, I would say I'm pretty happy with one half of the box right now.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Rats.
Rats.
Talk about the rats.
All right. Clicking on the rat video right now. It's playing. Okay.
Again.
So you are the rat
we saw
player.
most of this.
What's the thoughts?
Do you
Do you not like the rats?
I don't like the rats.
Really?
I don't like.
What's wrong with the rats? They're rats.
Here's my thing is. I don't know. GW is like, because these are all redesigned to be that grimdark kind of realistic look to them.
Yeah, I think they look
They're-
way cooler.
I just don't. They lose the character of being stupid, silly rats.
Yeah, but
They mention that they made them look more like plagued and worn because they've been underground forever.
yeah,
And like
yeah.
they don't get sun. They're like.
Yeah, they're a little
disease,
more
basically.
scraggly looking. Like their
I
clothes
like
are
the
tattered.
comical Skaven though.
Do you
like,
really?
Yeah,
See, I could care less.
I don't like how these guys look so
Really?
realistic. Yeah.
Oh, this dude riding the big rat thing. I
Yeah,
like the dude
they're-
riding the big rat
their
thing.
I think their design aesthetic is similar to the Flesh Eater courts, the new Flesh Eater courts. They made a more realistic
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
grimdark look.
Yeah.
I don't really like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
No?
like that redesign for Sigmar for some reason. I like the silly over the top design, like KO. Like
Yeah, but
I feel they're
KO
getting
works with
away
KO.
from KO style. I think that was really second edition AOS,
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
and now like with fourth edition they're going more grimdark,
Yeah.
which I don't
Yeah,
I didn't
not a
I
fan?
don't really like. No, I don't
Really?
like the deviation into the grimdark style.
Oh, crazy.
I liked it better when they were over the top. Like the game was very cartoony and over the top, but
See,
it is
Go ahead.
it is
go
a
ahead.
deviation from the old world.
So here's the thing. I only like that aesthetic on some armies. Like I like it on dwarves. Like I like it on KO. I like it on the Fire Slayers. You know, I just want naked buff dwarves with axes.
Right.
Like I like it there. I actually never liked it in Skaven. I always thought Skaven could have been so much cooler.
They're rat dudes. They're dumb rat dudes. I don't know. I don't like this box. I don't like the Skaven part. I think it's very underwhelming. Also,
Really?
if you look
Really?
at, I guess you have to look at the box itself. I
Yeah,
think,
well, I'm looking at the
I
overview
think
picture
the
right
Skaven
now.
side is getting screwed.
Like with the number of models. Okay, so
yeah.
what I see is the big guy riding the rat. I see a Grey Seer. I see an engineer. I see 3 rat ogres. I see
Well, if you
the
look
one
at
engine
the
and it looks like 10 or 20 clan rats.
Yeah, I think the value they're putting in is those clan rats, and so chat did have stuff to say on that. The clan rats, like if you're gonna paint 40 to 80 clan rats, just make them simple.
Here's the
Like
thing. I have a prediction. I don't think Clan or Skaven is a horde army anymore. I
like you're
bet
already
you.
getting 20 clan rats
No, I bet you that these two sides are even.
in points.
Yeah, I bet you
I
that
think these are probably half armies though. I
yeah,
don't
they
think
are.
they're
I
full
bet they're
armies.
1,000 points. I
Right.
bet they're each a
They're
1,000
1,000.
points. But I
Yeah.
bet you the Skaven are not like you're not going to be fielding 80 clan rats anymore. That's not
Yeah. I mean,
AOS
still,
style.
like, even 40, if even you're
You won't
taking
you
two
won't field
units,
40.
you
You'll
can just
field
take two
20.
units.
No, you're gonna field 20.
No, one unit is 20.
One unit is probably good. I bet you one unit is 10. I bet you
These
they're
have two units? I don't know if
I
they're
bet
two
this is
units.
2 units of 10. I bet that's what it is.
I think it's one big unit of 20 clan rats.
And the reason I think that is I think GW wants to sell you 10 clan rats for like 50
Um,
bucks.
I like that they don't show the full box.
Yeah.
uh,
I bet you GW wants to sell you 10 rats for like 60 bucks. And two
the
boxes, yeah, you can make a unit of 20, but the minimum unit for clan rats I bet will be 10 going forward.
the issue is you only have one of the leaders in this.
You have two. You have an engineer, you have the
No, you have
Gracier.
one of the clan rat leaders in the squad. There's only one
What do you mean?
in that they made. So the guy with the shield and the sword, that's the clan
yeah, yeah.
rat
The guy
leader.
at the bottom left corner of
Yeah,
the picture.
there's only one of him. So that's one unit, not two.
You don't see all 20 clan rats though in this picture.
Yeah, you don't see all 20. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 17.
Yeah. You're missing
But I
some
still
models.
think that is one squad.
Think so? I
Yeah.
bet you could do a minimum unit of 10.
You probably can go minimum unit 10. I mean, it would be probably like 10, 20.
Yeah, 10 20. Well, they
I just
did
want
say
to
that
be
you
literally
cannot
10, 20.
double reinforce anymore. Mechanically,
Right.
that is not a thing you can do.
Yeah, so they're not going like
You can't do 40 clan rats anymore.
to 40, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
they're,
not
They're just
possible.
going to go to 20.
I bet it's 10 20 though, is what the unit will be. So this
I
is
think most people are going to at least run 2 units of clan rats.
I think they might run 2 units of 10.
I think they're going to run 2 full units.
See,
'Cause
it
I
depends
think
on
they're
mechan-
super cheap.
Yeah, but
I mean, they're
think,
clan rats.
but I think part of the I think GW is going to redesign this army more than you're thinking they are.
I don't think they are.
I
I think
think they
this
will.
side focuses on the ogres and the war engine more in points. I think it's the ogres that are eating up all those points. And
Uh,
probably the Giselles. There's 3 Giselles.
Yeah, they're not showing the Giselles in this picture, which is weird because
Right.
the Giselles are very cool.
But the
I do agree
ogres,
with you. I bet
the
the ogres will
are
be expensive.
always overpriced in
Right.
points.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then like the cannon is nice.
the cannon. I'm curious
Um,
about the cannon. Yeah,
I just feel that I feel this is really unbalanced. I think this the Stormcast side is better.
I bet you that there is my guess is there is a redesign. So we'll see when obviously the book comes out. But GW, I guess GW did skew the Space Marine side over the Tyranid side,
Right.
so they did do that.
Yeah, and these are just the core redesigned models for Skaven. These are basically all the core models, like the Rat Ogres, the Clan Rats,
Yeah,
the Gracier, the whatever Claw Dude, the Engine Seer. Like these are all the basic models.
right.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna get more models.
Oh yeah, the Tyranids got like a much
Yeah.
like I think they got 3 waves after the release of additional
Yeah.
models, and they got completely new models too. Like so,
Yeah, because you don't have assassins.
yeah, there's no assassins
um,
or like the giant like big centerpiece kind of like models.
right.
Yeah, even Cruel Boy got like the
And-
giant centerpiece models like
Right.
after the fact. So no, this will be a full
There's-
release.
There's
Oh.
no what's his name?
What? Oh, Thankful?
Thankful. Yeah, there's no,
No,
Thankful.
I bet they'll release named characters.
I think they're gonna do.
none of the
later,
named
yeah.
characters are out right now.
No.
So yeah, no Deathmaster, no
Yeah.
Thankful. Yeah. So no, there's,
But again,
there's
being like
a lot for them to release.
the basic units of Skaven, I think is still kind of like it's kind of disappointing. I guess if you never like these Storm Vermin do look better than the old Storm Vermin.
Yeah,
I'll
they
give
look way
them that.
better.
The old Storm Vermin are stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Storm Vermin look definitely
Like,
better.
really the only thing out of this.
You don't
box
like that
set.
Gray Seer? That Gray Seer is sick. I love the Gray Seer.
People were talking about the Gray Seer that they like them. I don't run
I
Gray
love
Seer,
the
so I
Gray
don't like it.
Seer. Dude, that Gray Seer is like way cooler.
They were talking that this Gray Seer is like one of the best poses they have. And
Hell
stuff.
yeah, dude.
But I don't run
crazy.
Gray Seer, so I don't care. I only run engineers, so.
Yeah, but that's because you're playing like a skew list, like a very specific theme list. But also,
yeah, I only do Skyer, so.
right. You're playing a mono clan list essentially.
I think out of this, the only thing I'd want is those Giselles and the gun.
I mean, I if you're right, well, I do think you're right actually. Seeing the redesign of the Stormcast, I do think a lot of people will buy this box for the Stormcast. I bet you could pick those gels up like mad cheap.
I don't think Skaven players are gonna buy this box.
You don't think
for the Skaven? I don't think people who currently play Skaven are gonna buy this for the Skaven. I think the
aesthetic
maybe
is
just the Rat Ogre, and that'd be it.
I do agree that the aesthetic is too much to blend with an old Skaven army.
Because even like if you own Skaven, like as cool as these Stormvermin are, you probably have like 60 Stormvermin and don't want to pay any more Stormvermin.
Well, that's the thing that we've always talked about.
How new they are.
No, I know, but I mean that's the thing we've talked about. These boxes are never for our existing players.
Yeah, I mean these are good for like two new players, but I don't think.
Yeah, GW doesn't care. Well, GW doesn't care about existing players.
The thing is, I think existing Stormcast players will pick up the Stormcast side.
That's because Stormcast players are Space Marine players. That's different. That's different. Stormcast players are Space Marine players, and Space Marine players buy every Space Marine release.
So I really think that the Skaven side is going to get split, and you're going to probably get them for pretty good.
I bet you can. I mean,
yeah.
I picked up I could pick up extra Tyranid units for like half price.
Yeah.
Like from the box. And that's not even on auction. That's just like people like offloading it on eBay and shit. I mean, my thought is like honestly, like seeing the Skaven, I actually really love these Skaven. I might paint the Skaven. If you're not gonna paint Skaven, I might paint new Skaven, especially if I can pick them up on like hyper discount.
Yeah, the thing for me is I don't really like. I only want a quarter of what's here for Skaven.
Yeah.
So. And then without seeing the army book, I don't know.
That's a big one. Yeah, I want to see.
And I really don't need it. Just how the army construction goes.
Yeah.
Like I won't need Stormvermin if I don't want to run them.
No, because I guarantee the engineer is the leader choice for the Giselles and all the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So
and I already have engineers.
Right. So I mean, actually, for like Skaven players, this actually might be good. Like you don't need to buy it. Like maybe you might want that big vehicle thing. That thing's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they. I mean, it's probably not because these are all push fit models, so they're probably not going to be a multi kit model.
No. These starter boxes are never multi kits. They're always push fit. Yeah. GW wants it for new players. That's what
yeah.
I bet I could get like 40 of these clan rats for like
probably
$50 or something.
Yeah, probably cheaper than the GW will sell these to you.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah. I legitimately since you're not going to do Skaven, I legitimately might do Skaven. So if you still want to chop the box, I'll take the Skaven half. Actually, I actually like this box.
I mean, I don't mind the Stormcast. I just know they're never going to get painted.
You add it to the pile of unpainted stuff.
It's just going to get added to the pile of stuff. Like Stormcast is not my priority.
That's fair. I don't think we know any Stormcast
I
players.
do like the idea of the black armor with like skulls.
I mean, it is cool. Yes.
I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with that said, even if we don't get the box, I could probably, like you said, I could just buy the Skaven half from people like super cheap.
The one thing I'd say about getting the box is it comes with books.
It does come with books. We do like books. Value. We do like books.
Which let's watch the. I'm gonna watch the video for.
Is there another video? There's another video.
Well, no, the books in the box set doesn't. You can play it. Like,
comes from the box.
Play the books. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
You just put it as background.
All right. Well, it's playing now. So what?
So it comes with Spearhead, Fire, and Jade. Comes with the core book. Okay. Also includes the General's Handbook.
Oh.
So you get all those rules.
So you get the first season. Okay. Nice.
You get the first season basically. So it's you get. I mean, GW's box sets are always good with like, you get all the rules.
Yeah. Starter sets are always pretty good.
So they don't have to rip you off.
Yeah.
Unless you don't get the box set, then they'll rip you off.
That's fair.
They got a lot of lore. They talked about how the lore, which whatever, lore people, you like this, but they talk about how the lore is written in the view of the person talking about it. So like they have a thing where Well, they have a thing where necromancers are talking about Nagash
Oh,
and what he
really?
does, but then they're secretly
Oh.
like, "Oh, Nagash is pretty awesome, though, dudes."
Oh, so like they kind of give you that like as if like you were like someone of that world was
Right,
like writing it.
right, yeah. So they
Okay.
have like they talk about the lore in with characters.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
pretty neat.
Nice,
You get
nice.
all the rules and get all the data cards,
What's this
and we'll
fire and
see.
jade thing?
So Fire and Jade is the storm, the spearhead. You can watch
Oh,
the
oh,
spearhead
oh,
thing
oh,
later.
oh. Okay, okay,
Uh, yeah, they give you the season of the first season,
okay,
so
okay.
literally everything, which is great. I mean, it's great value.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I I'm guessing it'll be what 250 for the box.
250. I think it'll be 250.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know for
Uh,
for buying all the books, like you're gonna spend 60
right.
for the
Yeah.
book plus like another 60 for
Right.
the campaign,
Right.
and then you got the spearhead, which is probably like another
Right.
$40. So that's at least 160 of it right there in books.
I mean, even if like we could sell the Stormcast half
We could. I bet someone would
probably
buy the
pretty
storm.
easily.
I
Yeah.
bet you're right. I bet actually that might be smart. Is to buy it for the books and the Skaven because I want that,
Right.
and someone will probably buy the Stormcast half
The
off me.
Stormcast half. Yeah. Because just the books alone
Yeah, the
is
books
gonna be a
alone are worth
kush.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus it comes with the cards. The
Um.
cards are always nice.
Yeah, it comes with the cards and stuff. So here's the spearhead. You want to click on spearhead.
All right, all right. Spearhead clicking.
Spearhead is a brand new
I will tell you, spearhead.
Hammer Age of
just combat
Sigmar.
patrol.
It's fast-paced.
Yeah, is it combat patrol but better
It's
though, or
combat-
is it literally
it-
the same thing?
Making it
It's
ideal
basically
for
just
all
combat. Well,
players.
it's more
Join us
self-contained.
as we take a look
Okay,
at this
okay.
exciting game.
I can go over a lot of this so you can watch the video, whatever. But
Yeah, the video playing in the background, but yeah.
so the units are pre-conned.
Okay,
You basically play the box like
as is.
like combat patrol, right?
Yeah,
Same thing as combat patrol. You play the spearhead box.
yeah.
You do have options on. There's a couple of enhancements and more gear you can buy
Okay.
or you can use.
Like is it
you have
like
that
you
option.
pick A or pick B kind of a thing?
Right.
Okay.
You play on this board. So this board they have.
The board looks like one of the small boards, kind of like
Yeah,
the kill
yeah.
team.
I think
boards.
it's two of the boards.
Two kill team boards. Makes sense.
Yeah. So I think it has I think those little circles are the objectives. So
Okay.
they're pre-printed down.
Oh, how nice. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I
You-
see it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They have their own box sets. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Uh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you can buy the starter box and you can play this game.
Yeah. Seems cool. So
We'll see
basically,
how
it's-
these-
it's starter
see how
box
these
is
spearhead- Boxes work because
Yeah.
the combat patrol boxes didn't.
I mean, yes.
I think
that
these.
was,
I
that
think
was
these
the
will be
problem.
better.
No,
Right.
I think
I
so
think-
too because the problem with with the combat patrol boxes was some of them were like legacied in from the old
Yeah.
get starteds and those were shit.
So
I
the-
see. It's double sided with like the
It's
pre-printed,
double-sided, right.
zones for scoring. Okay, that's pretty smart. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get some choices to tweak how you want to play your army.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they keep supporting Spearhead, because that's kind of one of my problems with Combat
Yeah,
Patrol.
yeah.
Is there's no support for Combat Patrol.
Right.
It's just there,
So-
and then no one gives a shit about it.
There are cards that come with it.
That's already
Um,
better than Combat Patrol. Yeah.
They have special abilities, so you get basically if you're losing, you get a advantage. You basically get what do they call it in the old game?
Like not like it's like the buff thing, like
like an underdog thing,
it's
but like if you
not
start to
the
lose,
twist,
you
but the other one. Yeah.
right. You but it works every round. You could play. You get a card, and the card's abilities change depending on what realm you're in. So each side of that board has its
Oh.
own deck of cards.
Because it's going on the narrative thing, like it's the Akshi and Gaia
yeah.
or
And Gaia,
Giran.
right.
Yeah.
You're at, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
okay,
like
okay.
the Giran side might give you more healing, whereas the Gaia or Ashy side will give you more like damage. Like
Got it. Got
yeah.
it.
so that changes, and the objectives are very different because it looks like they're spread. They're
Yeah,
like
they're literally
spread
laid out
differently.
differently.
Right.
Yeah.
it'd be cool if they support this and give you more boards. to
Yes,
play.
if there's like
Add
different
more
boards,
cards.
like if there's a
Right.
board for every realm, and yeah, like there's
Right.
different cards that you can like play on.
I almost feel it's combat patrol and kill team,
Ah, yes,
like a
yeah,
combination.
right, right,
But it doesn't use its own independent rule set like kill team.
yeah.
But it's basically, and I think this is a good jump start to Age of Sigmar.
I agree actually, because this
Which
is
I feel-
actually looks like a game
Right.
rather than kill or combat patrol is like kind of like a weird hack together.
Right.
Janky
It's like,
kind of game,
you can use your models and you can kind of understand learn to play, but not really.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
really. Yeah, definitely.
But I think the modularness of, because they talked about the spearhead, like with the box, that box is actually 2 spearheads. That's what it is. Or it makes 2 spearhead armies.
Okay.
You could just play it immediately.
Yes.
You don't even have to read the rules. It will teach you the rules.
like kind of walk
you
you
don't-
through the game.
Right. It doesn't use all the rules.
Uh-huh.
So you'll just learn the basics. And then you can slowly add the other rules in as you play.
No, that kind of actually makes more
Right.
sense in this edition or for like this game also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially
I
with
like- I like that
the
aspect.
modular way that they've designed the game itself. Like,
Yeah.
You're basically just playing it without like a lot of the modules in there.
Right.
But you're still playing
I
the
like-
game.
I like that aspect. I like how you can use these modules, but then they can also do like, oh, if we're doing a tournament, we're gonna use these modules, or this is a tournament only module.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you could say, oh, if devastating wounds is too powerful, then tournaments don't use devastating.
Yeah, you just turn that
Like,
module off.
Easy. Just turn it off.
Right.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
can't do that 40k.
Yeah. Well, it's because 40K wasn't built that way. Like,
11, 12th edition, whatever.
I mean,
edition they're on there
honestly,
now.
I do hope that the next edition of 40K takes a lot of what they've learned here and
Yeah.
implements it back into 40K. Because
breaking off the 40k, it's probably going to be 2 years before the next edition of 40k.
I can believe that. Go
Yeah,
for a full
so-
4-year cycle.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
With EC being next year, like,
Yeah, they're going to give it at least
Yeah.
another year to rock the
right.
letting the game play out.
Yeah, there's no chance they're just going to immediately go to a new edition after EC
No.
releases. Like,
Highly doubt that. That would be.
But there
that'd
you
be
go.
Insane. But yeah,
that was the Age of Sigmar.
yeah.
It was underwhelming for me, but I think they didn't show anything we didn't already know. That's an unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
They
Well, I
didn't
mean-
show any models we didn't already know were coming.
I mean, some of the Stormcasts were new and very cool.
Some of the Stormcasts. It was cool to see some of the Stormcasts.
Yeah.
Like there was no, and they talked a little bit more about Spearhead and cleared a lot of stuff up, but
Okay. Nice. Yeah.
I just want to see the new edition. I want to be able to play it, but I don't know.
So actually, it says 50 Skaven miniatures. That's way more than we saw in the picture because it says 24
Really?
Stormcasts. Yeah. So there's one more video. It says what's in the box. In that video, it says it contains 24 Stormcasts and 50 Skaven.
Yeah, I like that the video that tells you what's in the box doesn't show you what's in the box.
Yeah. I mean, it does not, which is dumb. But
Like, thanks, GW.
so I mean, I think you might be right, but I think there's more Skaven in here than
I think
those-
there's more skate.
Yeah.
If there are more than they actually see in the video,
Yeah.
maybe that'll be a more balanced.
But at no point are they showing
Are they showing them all?
the full kits. Yeah, the full box, which is really annoying. Now that I know it's 50 models.
Let me see on the website. No. Why are you not showing the freaking contents of the box in full? Why? Why GW? Why? What are you hiding?
I mean,
Why are you not telling us things?
GW is hiding things because GW's full of shit like this, but
I hate when you do this, GW.
they do. Yeah,
Why?
even in the literal Skaven preview,
Yeah.
they are not showing the full Skaven contents.
What the hell?
Okay. Oh, wait. There's a picture. Go to the Skaven Tide is the jam-packed
see.
lunchbox.
Yeah. Okay.
So there is a full
There you go.
picture of all the contents.
Oh, it is that.
That's a lot more Skaven than I thought. You are correct. It's 2 units of 20.
Yep. Here's the 20.
You're right. So you're right. It's 2
Yeah.
units of 20. 3 Giselles, 3 Rat Ogres, the Mounted Guy, the Warlock, the Engineer, and the the gun thingy.
I will give after painting old rats, I will give like the old world players a thing that the old rats needed to be really simple and shitty because you painted a shit ton of them. Like that's,
Yeah, that's
fine.
fair. That's fair.
There's still 40 in here, and I don't know if I want to paint
I mean,
40.
I painted 40 shitty little Tyranids.
Guts. Yeah, I get. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know. These guys could probably paint up really quickly.
In fairness, the 40
contrast.
gaunts were 3 times as hard as painting all the rest of the models put
All the
together.
rest of the models.
Yeah, the rest of the models were fun. The gaunts were literally
Okay,
just a slog.
there you go. Seeing this, okay, now that this makes sense.
Yeah,
It's
this
so
looks
heavy
like it
on
could
those
be.
rats, though.
It is a lot of clan rats. Yeah. But yeah.
The terrain is really lacking.
Okay.
I'll give it that.
That's the part that I'm a little suspect on. Is the fact that in
Yeah.
here is these 2 little bitch walls. And yes, AOS does not use a lot of terrain. It never has. But those walls are pretty sad for what's basically the starter
Yeah.
box. Like
It's basically like what's this? There's going to be a sprue, probably one sprue.
not even
for
a full
terrain.
sprue too. That
Not even.
like GW
No,
has
there's
done
two
better.
sets of walls, and then
Oh, is
there's
it 2
two
sets of
little like
walls?
things.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
there's 2 little like.
No, it says 4
scattered
terrain features. So there's
Oh, it
2
says-
walls, and then
Yeah,
that's
there's
including
2
the
little tiny scatter things.
yeah 2 little scatter pieces. That's
Yeah,
pathetic.
so it's probably just going to be one sprue of
yeah,
terrain.
that's sad. That's sad as fuck.
Yeah.
GW, you could have easily put in a real sprue of terrain in that. I'm a little
Yeah.
mad at you on that one.
I don't know.
Whatever. Not that we lack terrain,
Whatever.
but for new players, that is very disappointing on terrain.
It,
Yeah.
I felt that it was very. Why? I'm like, okay. I'm like, why is this article a separate article than the other article that tells you about what's in the box, but doesn't tell you about what's in the box?
Yeah,
Like,
no, the what's in the box article is actually
Right.
the best article because it shows you
GW,
actual.
what are you doing? Why? Yeah. Why do you have 2 articles that basically tell you what in the box, but isn't? The other one, I guess, is the books.
Yeah.
This is what books are in the box.
Yeah. It's the books in the box.
Okay,
You know what? With these clan rats, looking at them, I bet I could slap fucking contrast on these things and be
That's
done in
fine.
like
That's fine.
5
yeah.
minutes.
You'd probably throw contrast on.
These are
then, like,
definitely contrast ready.
Paint their cloaks.
Yeah, with just different contrasts. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gonna contrast this whole fucking thing. Yeah. Actually, this doesn't look too bad. I can probably get this done
Yeah.
pretty quick. Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a good box. Like for a starter box for new players.
I think it's pretty good. Like I mean, I'll say that it is Skaven. Like that's basically what playing a Skaven army is.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then
it's
Stormcast.
it's as stereotypical of a Skaven and as
Right.
stereotypical of a Stormcast. The
Yeah, this
Stormcast
is-
have a
this
little more
is-
flavor. Yeah, it's Ruination.
It's
flavor.
just first edition Stormcast.
Okay, it is first edition Stormcast. That is really
Yeah.
funny though. I am
This is
entertained that
redone first edition.
we could have
box.
literally just kept our first edition Stormcast and already owned half this box.
Yeah.
But
Like,
yeah.
all you people complaining that they were getting rid of your models, like don't.
I mean, not only did they not
Sure.
get rid of your models, you could literally just use those models still.
You literally just use them. Okay.
Yeah. Including the Griffin riding character dude. Because I know there was a
Yeah.
Griffin dude in the original box too.
No, it's cool. They come with so it comes with the Jade and Fire decks for
Yep.
it
Spearhead.
comes with the 2 books and the General's Handbook.
Yes.
I think that's pretty good all alone. And the board. Like
Yeah,
it's
and the
it's
board.
pretty good.
Okay, the one thing that it does not come with is a Path to Glory module.
They didn't say anything about Path to Glory.
Yeah, because 40K came with a Crusade,
Yeah.
the first Crusade book.
I
which
don't
liked.
think the Path to Glory will be in the core. I think it's going to be in the army books.
Hmm.
So it's going to be the army book specific.
That,
So they're
that
gonna
makes
save that.
sense because Crusade and 40K, I feel like you can generic it a little bit more.
Right.
Like everybody can go fight in the Pride Nexus, whereas like
Yeah, I think the thing with like Crusade is its separate like own rule set.
they're changing it a lot from what I
Right.
understand. Like it's more hero focused.
Yeah, I
than
think
the other one.
Path to Glory is just going to be smaller.
Oh,
Like
no,
it's
sorry,
gonna
Path to Glory is more hero
Path to
focused.
Glory, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be a module, so it's just gonna have basic rules, but it's gonna play off the standard rules.
Right. And then
So they're gonna be self-contained in the army books.
yeah, that does make more sense though.
Yeah.
Which is a little
They
sad
might
because you have to
do-
wait for your army book to get your
Right.
path to glory, which all sucks.
Yeah, like not everyone's gonna get a path. Well, they didn't talk about the indexes, so
It's true. They didn't talk about anything about the index. In fact, they haven't mentioned nothing about the index.
they have not mentioned anything about the indexes because
Ugh.
they did say the indexes will all be available on release.
Yeah.
But this, I think, is still probably a week or two away.
Oh yeah.
So they still have time to talk about
That's true.
the new edition.
Because
yeah.
they'll probably like announce a release date,
Right.
and then they'll have like 2-week pre-order probably.
Right.
Yeah, and then they gotta ship it. They're probably trying to ship in a pretty big mass ship for this thing.
Which I don't know if they're gonna show them off now, or they're gonna still release. Usually they release around June, but that's like 2 months away. Do they have 2 month worth of stuff currently in the?
They got some
pipe?
40K.
Oh, they do. They have some 40K.
Quite a
So
bit of
these may
40K.
not be out till June
Yeah.
because you've got the Chaos, which I think is coming out this.
Yep. Chaos is coming out.
Right. And then you've got Sisters and Gene Sealer.
Sister
Cole. So
Gene
yeah,
Sealer,
they're
yep.
probably 2 months. So they're probably coming out in June.
Yep. That makes sense. And that would make sense too. They're gonna get like a big push of 40K content out before they shift to AOS.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then probably take a break on 40K for a minute while they just like dump AOS on everyone.
Right. Because I think at that point, 40K will be in a decent position.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They've got most of the books out. They've got a couple books to handle, but that's fine. I think most of the stuff.
Yeah, I think they will be over halfway once
Yeah.
their current string of that they've announced gets released.
Yeah.
It does say the box each side comes in at 1,200 points, so it's a little over halfway
Okay.
to a 2,000 point
Yeah.
army.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I mean overall, yeah. They don't have a price. I hope they don't price increase this too much.
Yeah, they don't have a price currently.
I would like it to be 250. I'm sure it will be 3.
I'm sure there will be a leak somewhere.
I'm sure someone
Valrak
will have a
something
link,
on
yeah,
it.
I'm sure. Yeah. No. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, we're gonna clip the first like 15 minutes of this
Right.
video, but hopes and dreams for AOS 4.0.
Do we want to? Well, do you want to talk about Saturday and what
What's on Saturday?
the other stream? So Saturday is going to be their other stream. That's it.
Oh,
Everything else that's not Age of Sigmar.
Are we gonna hopes and dreams that?
Yeah.
All right. Predictions. Hot takes and predictions for the
I will
upcoming
tell
Saturday
you-
stream. Because this is going up on tomorrow, Friday.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, okay. I lost it.
What is
Did
it?
you remove it? Where is the link for me to? Is it the preview show?
Is there a preview show?
I'm trying to. Hold on,
Are you on
find-
Warhammer Community? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah. I'm trying to find the link that goes to the other half of the show. Oh, here it is. All right, for the other half on Saturday. So this is at the Dallas Open, I think.
Oh, is that why it's running? Because they're in
Yeah.
Dallas right now?
So Friday is going to be their grand tournament, and then like that goes until like halfway on Saturday, and then the preview show is at 12:45 CDT.
So isn't that
so,
like 10 o'clock our time then?
10 o'clock our time? Yeah,
That's weird, but all right.
it's
all right.
weird. I don't know why they didn't do it like late.
Yeah.
And then they stop the tournament, have the preview show, do the tournament again. Like
All right, sure.
whatever. But let's see. That's gonna be Warhammer, the Horus Heresy, Legion Imperialis, and Necromunda. So Horus Heresy, I'm gonna predict Plastic Breachers.
Breachers? Is it finally Breachers?
Plastic Breachers.
Finally? I'll take
or
it.
it's just gonna be another tank. People
Oh my god.
really want Dark Mech.
Dude, people have wanted Dark Mech for
or
20 years.
Plastic Mechanicus, like the automatons.
That would actually
Like,
be more plausible.
Yeah, that's what people want. Is either plastic, Mechanicus, Mechanum,
or Dark Man.
I think they're just gonna be breachers.
You know what? I'll take the
They're gonna be
breachers.
like,
You
here,
guys can go to
here,
hell.
plastic breachers. You can have these in
I'll
like
take the
4
breachers.
months or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's true. We won't get them immediately.
Yeah,
We'll get them like at the beginning of next year or something. Like
I think Tabletop Time was talking. They were just like, what hasn't been released in plastic yet? That's what they're gonna release.
that's fair. It is breachers though. That's correct. Like
It's
they have
probably
not done that.
breachers. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Warhammer. I'm hoping the Warhammer 40k is gonna be Cheese Circle and Sisters.
I mean, that would make the most sense, right? Because
That'd make
we
the
know
most
it's
sense.
coming, but we've seen
Right.
nothing of it at this point.
Right. I don't know what the heck they're doing for Legion Imperialis.
More tanks.
Emperor
That's
Titan?
where your
I
tanks will
don't
be.
know. Emperor Titan. I don't know. Whatever.
No, it'll be all the shitty tanks.
Necromunda is going to be interesting.
You know
It's
what?
gonna be
Actually, for
Scryers.
Imperialis, it's gonna be the shit that we know is releasing that hasn't actually released.
Yeah,
That's what-
stuff
it's
that's
gonna
already
be
in that
boring.
book.
Yeah, it's stuff that we
Right.
know, but like hasn't actually come out.
Or they'll announce a new book.
Oh my god!
Just a book with
Wait,
no
wait,
models.
wasn't there talk that there is gonna be another book or something?
Yeah. Well, no. I thought there was already another book that was.
Yeah, no,
Oh
because
no, that book's not out. You're right.
yeah,
Yeah, there's supposed to be another book that has like.
because it'll contain the rules for the second
right.
half of the second wave
Right.
of units. That's what it's gonna be. So
Yeah.
you Imperialis players, you guys can just be you feel the
Yeah,
hate.
it's just gonna be a rule book that we already know that's there.
Yeah, you guys can feel the hate. Sorry.
Good job.
Sorry,
Good
not
job.
sorry on that one.
The 30k man, it was disappointing. Necromunda is gonna be Spires. I'm pretty sure it's Spires.
Spires,
Spires, yeah.
nice.
That's what they showed in that preview. I'm pretty sure those were Spires.
Oh, that's right. The silhouette thing
the
that they
silhouettes,
did.
yeah.
I forgot
Spires
about that.
/ assassin looking dudes.
I
So
forgot. Yeah. I can see that.
there you
That's
go.
cool. Whatever.
That's the
Necromunda people
prediction.
are happy for anything. They're just
they're
they're just
cool.
grateful they're not forgotten. Honestly, that show will probably be pretty boring. I could.
It is
almost
probably
never
going to be
care
boring.
less.
I think this is all kind of in a lackluster show. Like they're not showing anything like they haven't shown before.
Right.
It was there just to be like, hey, this is what we're doing. You see it all now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, splitting it into two tiny shows, two half-an-hour shows,
Yeah.
is way better than 1 hour long show.
Yeah, I do feel like them previewing the models early and then having this release where you see them all kind of killed the like hype of,
Yeah, the new fancy.
oh my god, these are new. Yeah, like, oh, these I already seen these. Like we knew these were coming.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
were in the trailer.
I mean, they were literally in the trailer. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
there's no big surprise.
I mean, so here is a complaint that I do have about GW. I don't think GW will ever have a surprise ever again, and I do think that's a little sad. There will never be a thing that GW will ever release that people will be like, oh my god, that's so hype, I didn't see that coming. Long gone are the days of like that.
Let me think. Like 10th edition, they kind of had the hype on 10th edition.
Sort of.
Like, they did the whole Space Marine versus Tyranid thing. Whoever wins gets to see their army early. Blah blah blah.
they did do that. They
They do
did
that, but
But
part
no.
of me is like, I wanted to see the models. Part of me was like, I don't want this because then I don't get to see the models. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is like everybody wants it
Yeah.
now, and that's why you're
Right.
never gonna like be surprised. Someone will leak
Right.
something at some point, and it's like whatever. Yeah. So it's. I mean, I take that back. The most hype thing was the Fulgrim. The Fulgrim came out of nowhere, but that's
Well,
because
they're-
that was
they're gonna-
Forge
well,
World. So
Forge World, and it was heresy.
and it was heresy.
I think like if they do an actual Fulgrim, you're not going to see him until their release.
Yeah, I think my thought is next year. EC.
Yeah, with the EC release, I
Yeah.
think they're gonna have a Fulgrim, and I think they're just you're gonna see him like with that trailer. They're
Yeah.
not gonna show anything of him early.
Yeah, because
They'll probably show the redesign of the Emperor's Children.
yeah.
Like,
Well, I
some
guess in fairness, like
concepts
the
and stuff like
lion,
that.
the lion was a bit of a surprise. Like
Right,
we
the
knew the
lion,
lion was
yeah.
coming, but the actual image of the lion,
the
himself.
actual image, right?
Yeah,
I
was
feel like they didn't show Thankful. I think Thankful's gonna be a surprise. I don't think they're
Thankful
gonna
might be
show
pretty hype.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna show anything for him, and they're just gonna be like, here.
yeah.
like,
They'll
this
they'll
is-
just drop
yeah.
him with a trailer or something.
Because they tend to hype the characters more than the army.
In AOS, that makes sense though. AOS is more about the characters. Like
Well, even in 40k.
That's true. The big centerpiece characters.
right? This
Yeah,
big
like-
centerpiece character.
Yeah, like Silent King and like
Yeah.
Lion,
Gazgul.
Angron, Gaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, the centerpiece characters are always where you
Right.
get the hype from. Yeah. I do like. I mean, I know back in the day I kind of didn't like this, but in the current edition, I do like that the game kind of almost revolves a little around the characters. Like, I don't know, that makes it feel a little more narrative and more thematic.
Yeah. I want to see the AOS rules. I want to see the index. I'm still like more enthused to play OS than 40k. kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, I do think that GW. I'm gonna assume that they've learned from their
Right.
40k release and not like make a sweeping change very early on in the game's life cycle.
I would be recording it. We got time to saltcast
Saltcast,
some salt.
what's your
We're gonna
salt about?
some salt?
What's salt about?
All right. Well, okay. This is 40k salt because
40K
that's
salt?
the only. There's always 40k salt.
I mean, why not?
I was watching Tabletop Times video on it.
Okay.
They had some points. So they're talking about the Tau release and the Chaos release.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty decent books, I think, in general. I
Okay.
like the Chaos stuff, like
Yeah.
giving them 8 detachments, letting the different ways to play. I think they're generally pretty good.
Okay,
Here's a couple issues.
All right.
The big, okay, I'll give you the one big gripe. A lot of people have is the battle suits.
Taos
A
battle suits?
lot, yeah. The lot of people's battle suits are invalidated.
Oh,
can't use
because of
them
the way
anymore.
that they fix the weapon
Yes.
loadouts.
You gotta rip your weapons off. Like they only come certain ways.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think as a new player, it's better that way.
Yeah.
But they did bring up the fact that in the lore, we're gonna talk more about lore.
Oh.
In the lore, battle suits are supposed to be the versatile unit of the army that can be equipped with multiple different layouts.
Oh, shit.
For all options.
Really? Really? Is
Not
that-
anymore. You
is
got
that how
three
that works?
options. You got 3 options, which is funny because even the models in the pictures are not legal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, maybe they combat change, but that's the thing. I think that they also brought up in the Tau lore. It was kind of neat to see the Tau like evolve, like their weaponry evolved.
Uh-huh.
Like they didn't want to have giant robots because they're like giant robots are stupid. Like why would you do that? And then
Why would you just make a bigger target?
Right. And they're like, oh, we're gonna make a Riptide. And they're like, well, we need to kill knights, so we're gonna make a Storm Surge. Yeah. They're like, maybe giant robot. Good. Anyways, that's a lot of people's gripes. Like,
Okay.
there are no more bodyguards. The battlesuit bodyguard units
Yeah.
are gone.
Oh,
So
mechanically
those don't
they're gone.
exist.
Okay.
They don't exist anymore.
All right. All right.
You now can give people more, like I think everyone can get the Silex, the Ion Blaster, or the Frag Cannon. I don't remember.
Whatever that one weapon that they.
Right. The units are more equipment is more generic. You have to give them 2 of each weapon.
Yeah.
Preset.
Okay.
You get a couple options, but they're specialized to their role. So
Okay.
they're anti-infantry, anti-tank, whatever the other one is.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
But that's Tau. That's Tau. The Chaos side, pretty good. Cultists can't take guns.
Yeah. Whatever. Why? Who
So
gave the cultist guns?
Everyone who has guns on your cultists, or if you have the models, like the old cultist models
Yeah.
with the guns,
Yeah.
you can't use those anymore. They don't
Well,
exist.
I mean,
Throw them away.
they're also cultists.
Throw them away. Buy new models. I gave my cultist guns.
I mean, who cares?
No,
They're
Can I
cultists.
give them guns?
They're cultists. They're just gonna die anyway. It
If
literally doesn't
if
matter
you
what
were
your
a-
cultists are loaded
If you were a
that way.
shooting focus army,
It doesn't matter
you
what your
can't-
cultists are loaded that way.
you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, but it doesn't
They-
matter.
they
because
used to
there's
be
no
really good
options.
They used to be really good shooting though,
No,
because
they
they're
were
super
never
cheap.
good. They
They
were
were
always
super cheap
garbage.
models.
They're strength 3, no AP.
Whatever, the same as IG.
Yet IG are trash. Who takes guardsmen in IG?
You take a lot of guardsmen.
Nobody
Actually, the
takes
new
guardsmen.
the new
Nobody takes
guardsmen are
guardsmen.
actually really good.
Yeah,
the
when
guardsmen-
you take 300 guardsmen, they're really good
Right.
because you physically can't kill them. You can't take 300 cultists.
But you can have the Krieg squads are pretty good. because you get
Oh,
four
because
special
Kriegs hit
weapons.
the Krieg special weapons. That's why.
Yeah. Well, the Cadian Shock Squad is the same. It doesn't have as many weapon options as Krieg though.
Yeah.
The
That's because Krieg got the
base,
fancy box. That's why.
yeah, the base guardman, yeah, is kind of
The base guardman's worthless. Also, I'll let you know, no one has played Cultists in Chaos Space Marines in like a good minute.
well, the guy on Tabletop Time has cultists. But he plays Alpha Legion.
Okay, that's some weird ass Alpha Legion player. I got
Because
nothing for
you're
those people.
infiltrating and shooting them.
I got nothing for those Alpha Legion
Like,
players.
Yeah, the new Alpha Legion rules are really.
I saw
nice.
it. They got the one
Yeah.
where they can like move units like on the
Yeah,
like at the start of the game and stuff like that.
I
That
think
would
like
be
if they're
pretty great.
cultists, you infiltrate for free or something.
Nice. That's actually kind of cool.
Something like that. I don't know whatever. But yeah, like it is kind of cool. They gave them basically all the different Legion specific, but they do like Space Marines where anyone can play them. But
Yeah.
these
it's-
are obviously Alpha Legion.
right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But whatever.
I always
whatever
felt with
Cultist.
Chaos it was never as bad because you could just make your own Renegade chapter and nobody gave two shits
Right.
about like what you played. Chaos was never as like stuffy about their lore as like the Marine players
Yeah.
were.
I do like the new how they do the new Renegades. I feel it's pretty nice. I like their rules. I
Yeah.
like that Dark Pack is the basic rule, and then the like Pack of the Dark Gods is the index one if you want to focus on it, but
Yeah.
you don't have to focus on it.
Right. They're giving you other options for doing other
Right?
stuff.
They're giving you other options. The Demon one is really good. The Vastor one
I'm excited
is
for the
really
Vashtor
amazing.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a lot of people
Are pretty hype on the Vashtor
are
one.
pretty hyped on Vastor. Yeah.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
like,
the
it's-
most abusable one.
Yeah, it's probably okay. It's gonna be played, but it's probably not gonna be the like game-winning one.
That makes sense.
People are also just like, might make Defilers really good again.
No, it's been a long time since the files
It's
have
been a
playable.
long time. Yeah. I don't know. That one, I like that they gave demonic possession. I was like, oh hey, look, it's demonic possession is back again. So
Oh
they'll
yeah, I
just
saw that.
make
You can give
anything a demon.
anything demonic possession.
Yeah,
That's
anything
actually
is now
nice.
just a demon engine. So you want that demon engine Land Raider? Here we go.
Yeah. And you can buff them with
Yeah.
like the Disco Lord and all
Yeah,
that other stuff.
Yeah, with all the stuff that affects it.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
cool. I like that. And then like, I'm sure man tanks are gonna. You're gonna see man tanks
I've
around.
already heard people like rumoring
Yeah.
and theory hammering that man tank abuse is going to be a thing.
Yeah, because he's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, just buff his ass with all the demon buffs.
Yeah, and then you can the D Lord can give them like other bonuses if you give them the like relics or enhancements that
Oh,
give them like
right.
an aura ability.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Nice, I'm here for it.
so I like that. I like what they're doing. Like I think for some strange reason the Chaos Codex was the only one that ever like gave me an interest to try and play 40k. Like I was like, oh,
I always feel like that's the thing though. Like GW just loves some armies more than others, and you can kind of feel
Yeah.
it. Like they generally do give good love to chaos. Like they like chaos, and then like there's just other armies that just get so mediocre like releases.
yeah. I'm just like, I understand if you wanted to do 6 for everybody else, and everybody was or 4, and some people
4?
got 4.
Yeah, Necron's
And it's
got
like,
4.
yeah.
Admech,
It's like, what
GW
the hell?
hates Admech. Whoever,
I would
dude, GW fucking hates Admech players. I'm sorry.
I would have been
Admech
like,
players.
yeah, this that sucks. You get 4, and then they gave Chaos 8. I'm like, whoa.
Right, because I assumed that was also like, oh, like yeah, maybe they'll give
6.
like 6.
I think they were gonna do 6.
Yeah, no, they're just like 8.
Oh, like 8. Here you go. You're
Everybody
Marine.
gets one. Yeah.
Right. You
And
wear
Vastor.
you wear power armor. You get 8.
Yeah. We'll even come up with an entirely new thing. Vashtor gets love too. Like whatever. Like
Vastor gets his
screw you
own
guys.
too.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like what?
Like what the hell?
It's like Necron and Admech players put together are just like what is this? Like why
These people just
Why
not
do you
have
do
like,
this?
oh, what are we gonna do for Admech? I don't know.
like whatever.
Like whatever.
They got the main
What-
one. Just
What do Admech players like?
they like being sad apparently and
How
not
about we
having
just
nice
give them?
things.
How about we give them one detachment that gives them a rule, and we'll take that rule away from that.
Let's
model.
take the rule away from.
Unless,
They're like, well,
unless you play this one detachment.
no, what
Like,
it was
that's
is
that's good.
they had 3. They couldn't come up with a
Yeah,
4th
they
one,
did an
so they
extra
took
one.
away a rule,
Yeah.
and they're just like, there we go, just
Yeah,
make
yeah.
that the 4th one.
There you go. Let's make that the 4th one. Done. Like fuck it. Done. It's still like in Chaos Space Marines came out, and they're like, "Oh god, what are we doing for Chaos Space Marines? Like, oh, we gotta have Alpha Legion one, and we gotta have Word Bearers, we got all this. Then we need to get Vashtor one."
Yeah, they're like we came up with 6 completely brand
Right.
new stratagems for each
yeah.
one, and all new relics and all new like. Blah, blah, blah,
We're
blah,
like,
blah.
guys, that's like 12. We need to cut this down.
They're like, no, just give them all chaos for
We'll do
life.
8. We'll do 8. What the hell? Be like, all right, but we're gonna have to take the guns out of the cultists.
That's right. That's it's too much. It's too much people. You can't. We gotta nerf them somehow. No guns.
nerf them
No guns for kill.
We're
No
gonna make
guns for
people buy new
cultists.
models. And then we're gonna take the one model out of the box and sell him for the price of the box.
That's right. Oh my
Fuck you,
God.
GW. Sometimes GW do good things, and you immediately do something horrible.
They do. That's what it is. They knew they were going to do something good, so they had to
right.
already set it up with something shitty.
You had to
That's
balance it out.
the
And balance it out so that people would ignore their shady ways.
Oh, is that what it was? Is they knew they were going to be
Yeah,
shitty,
yeah.
so they had to
They knew they were
distract
gonna be
people.
shady,
Oh, I
so they had to
see.
distract people.
That's fair. I mean, it worked because like people are losing their shit over like the
Right.
Chaos Codex.
And like, fucking whatever, cultists.
Like whatever, cultist is fine. You gonna charge me $35 for a box that should have been $30 with extra dudes? Like, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Does he have
you
cool
gonna charge
rules?
me
He has cool
$21
rules?
for one dude? That,
Yeah. That should have
came
been
for free?
That should have been free in a $20 box.
right?
It's like, oh, nah, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
cool, right?
It's cool.
He's
It's cool.
he's a cheap character though. He's $21.
Yes, his rules are probably broken as shit too.
He's
So
the
you're gonna need like
cheapest
3 of his
character
ass.
you could buy. Just do what GW. That's GW pricing. It's not value.
Remember the time that what edition was it where like the one Forge World character, like the Dark Lord or the whatever the weird caster guy that was from Forge World, and people were running triple of that dude because he was like a 10-point psyker or some shit like that. But he was Forge World only for like $45 or something. That's some GW shit right there.
Is that the that's not the IG guy you're talking about?
No, it was the Chaos. It was some guy out of Chaos that
Oh,
was out of
yeah,
Forge
yeah,
World
yeah.
only or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what
Ridiculous.
GW loves that. That's what they do.
There you go. That was a Saltcast. I was
There
like,
you go.
Chaos was decent. I like what they did with Chaos.
No,
Tau, I'm like, whatever. It's Tau, whatever.
that is the thing that, and this is just 40k. It's gonna be for AOS too. So we got to prepare our soul, right? Is when the army releases are just lame, like it's just gonna kill the mood of whatever game it is.
Yeah.
And when the army releases are good, people are just gonna hype to get back into it
Right.
to try it out. Like that's unfortunately just how GW works. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the index. Like, I'm enjoying 4th edition. I'm enjoying.
Yeah. I think also this time, now that we understand from seeing the 40k release what these index are just going to be one of the detachments pulled out of the book, and that it's probably the most generic one.
They don't even need to do that because they didn't really ever have They had battalions.
That's true, but
but-
the battalions were
Yeah.
different.
Battalions were different. Like
Actually,
you
you're
didn't-
right. AOS
You
doesn't
had
have
factions.
Yeah, but
You
they
can
were
easily
like
do the factions.
the factions, like the weird sub faction things, were always like a skew of the
Right.
the
Of the
rule.
main
Yeah.
force. Which you don't even need to do that until later. Like
Yeah, that's always the narrative, like
Right.
campaign stuff. You're right,
they
actually.
were because of how they're doing army composition,
Yeah.
like you can play an all
All whatever.
mounted list. Yeah.
Or all whatever.
Without having to be that all mounted.
You're
sub-
right, because that's the big thing with 40k is like if you want to play like the bike army and
Right, you
your
gotta play
rules
where
don't
the
support the
wing,
bike
right.
army, then you're just screwed. That's not
Right.
how AOS kind of works.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be less of an issue in the indexes for AOS. It's going to depend on the army rule
Right. And that
and
kind
how
of just
those are going to work.
goes to show that AOS is a better design game because it's
It is. Yeah.
not legacy like locked
Well,
with all of
They're
its
probably
stuff.
not going to have to go through every single data sheet and redo all of their stats and make them more
You know what?
balanced,
That's
which-
actually a big one too. It's probably much easier because like the change. I think the only change is the bravery.
Keywords.
Oh, and the keywords. You're right. The keywords and the
Keywords,
bravery
yeah.
stat, and nobody gives a
Yeah.
shit about that bravery stat.
Right. It might adjust the weapons a little bit, but
A little balancing.
that's meh. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Well,
It's
also
not a
because
massive change.
their points are all they didn't because 40k had to completely redo their points, whereas AOS
Oh.
like it's already unit based purchases.
We talk about points. We talk about points.
What about points?
The points in the Chaos Codex, they're wrong. So
I mean, obviously.
so your book came with wrong points that don't work anymore.
I don't even know why GW writes points into
I
their
don't even know
books.
why they have points in that
Like,
book. if
literally,
the book
they shouldn't
points are
even
gonna be
put
wrong.
points into it. Yeah.
Yeah. they literally changed the points before the codex came out.
Yeah, I don't know why they even bother printing the page with points in it.
Yeah.
I mean, like Ash. I mean, but like Ash said, like you could just play it off the book. Like you don't have to give a shit.
Oh,
You could just play how people. You can just play whatever you want to play.
no,
No.
can't do that.
Can't do
GW is
that.
not gonna let. GW is gonna break down
Is the
your door.
GW police gonna come in and take
Right?
your shit
GW
away?
police is gonna take your shit away.
That's
Really
fair.
can't do that.
They will.
I mean, fair, whatever. Listen though, you know. And all right, you guys. What is their God? What is the name of that
What?
channel? I just they were doing the bolt action Lego thing. Game nights, games night. Like they have really fun battle reports. They're just having fun. And they did a Lego bolt action thing, and it just shows you that like it doesn't matter what your models look like.
Right. Yes.
It doesn't matter if your little tiny dudes are just squares. Like
and your
they're just
terrain is
that.
literally also
Right.
squares.
Like the game is still fun. Like
That's fair.
but it's such a historical level thing though. Like and it now makes sense why historical players like it could just be blobs of color.
Because they just want to play the game.
They just want to play the game. Yeah, they don't care that these models are super nice looking, blah blah blah.
Right.
Or you got to make sure that they're WYSIWYG and they have all the weapons.
That's true. Do you know that did they WYSIWYG the Lego armies?
No,
Did
the guys, yeah, they're just little guys with like fake little things that look like weapons, and they're
Right.
like, this unit has all SMGs. Like
It's all
tanks-
SMGs, right?
right? The tanks look like the tanks. That's the closest thing that matters. But
Yeah.
like, little guys are just little guys.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense.
But
though.
they're also having fun. It's not a competitive army.
Right. No, that is fair though. Like, I do think yes, but I think that's what helps about AOS also because I think we don't take AOS as seriously.
Right.
Like we like to when we're playing AOS, we literally have like something running like YouTube running in the background, and we don't even bother strategizing how we deploy. We just line shit up and smash them into each other, and like make sure our two heroes collide with each other because we want to see whose hero wins. Like
I don't think anyone plays AOS seriously.
well, Fate Weaver.
Though I do wonder, man, gotta play some first edition AOS.
Dude, once again, people, if anyone out there has first edition AOS, please send it to us.
I think Josh said he had it.
Yeah, I think he has some of them. Yeah.
We gotta do a throwback first edition game.
Absolutely. We're gonna scream all the jank rules. Gonna go hug a tree. We take the camera. Is gonna follow me outside to go find a tree so I can hug it and get my rerolls.
Greatest.
Nice. All right. I think we did good. This will be going up on Friday, so you'll have seen this on Friday. Saturday will be the preview show. We might be back actually with a little commentary.
Yeah,
on Saturday
depends on what.
Yeah, if something
on what
worthwhile pops up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just be back with more Salt next week, and we will see you guys all then. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.